If I had to ask all of y'all personally who your best player and your best goalkeeper and I mean, everything, all the individual performances as such, who would your top performers be? Priyanka, let's start with you.
Okay, in terms of the goalkeeper, I think I'd go for Donnarumma. Being a Liverpool fan, I do not want to praise Pickford, even though I agree that he was good. But yeah, I think I'll go for Donnarumma because he really showed up. In terms of defense, again, I was really impressed by Italy's two centre backs. I got to give it to them. They came in, basically just got the job done for them. In terms of the midfield, um, uh, I'm really not sure, but I think I'd want to give it to Rice. I know it may not be, really the best thing right now, but then I did think that he played well, in a couple of games here and there. And even I think he got a bit of flack towards the end of the final, but I think I'll give it to Rice. And do I need to name my favorite, like top striker now?
Yeah, a top striker and your favorite nation.
My favorite nation.
Yeah.
Um, I was more of a neutral fan for the entire tournament, but then towards the end, I started supporting Italy and was really hoping Italy would win. So yeah, Italy over there. And striker, I do not want to say this, but I'm not really a fan of Sterling. But I think he showed up in the games and actually scored the goals because that's the role of the striker, right? You come in, you show up, and you score the goals. So I think I'd give it to Sterling, even though I was not very, like he's not like my favorite at the start of the tournament, but then over the course of it, it's changed. So yeah.
Chinmay, you've been surprisingly quiet this entire time. I would like to know
No,
your.
but before Chinmay says something, like we spoke about Declan Rice, like she named Declan Rice. Like it's a question to all of you all and Chinmay specifically. Why was he substituted for Henderson? And if there was a specific reason, why was again Henderson subbed? Because we saw Rice was one of the best
Henderson
players on
was
the
subbed.
pitch.
Henderson was brought on because I think Rice was amazing. Rice was amazing throughout the game, and but I think near to his substitution, he started losing the ball, if I'm not wrong. Plus, Calvin Phillips is made of a different breed. If you play under Marcelo Bielsa,
You can play for 3 4 hours.
you can do it. So you could not take him off even in extra time. He was running around. So Henderson always had that experience, and he was taken off because, of course, he was not the pen taker for
I
some
think Declan Rice was taken off because he was making too many forward runs
errors.
when they
And
were when they were told to defend, and I think that's the
But I
reason.
think he was getting the team out of pressure in those moments, right? He was running with the ball,
Yeah,
getting the team up, which
in
was
that
needed. You
moment,
can't sit back for
maybe
90 minutes.
maybe Southgate wasn't thinking of maybe pushing the ball forward, maybe keeping the ball more, keeping the pressure on Italy instead of taking it to them. I think that's the thing that brought Declan Rice out. Otherwise, he was having a brilliant time
Because
on the
I guess
field.
that is the only substitution I never got my head around because he was amazing. I could have named him as man of the match the way he was playing. Yes, he lost the ball maybe once or twice, but I don't think so. I guess the only time he lost the ball was the first half where they almost scored. Italy almost scored. Other than that, I don't think so. He lost the ball in some dangerous areas. Uh,
I think that
you may
we are
not want to change the formation. That's why Henderson
yeah.
rise. But yes,
I think we are being a bit too harsh on Southgate. And I don't believe I am saying this because we are criticizing Southgate for bringing on Sancho instead of experience. But when he brought Henderson for experience, we are criticizing him. So it is a
no,
bit
I'm not
self-contradictory.
criticizing. I just was thinking that why would you remove Declan Rice? If we would have removed Calvin Phillips that time, yes, what Chinmay said, I totally agree with. That he would play 120 minutes, he would play 180 minutes if needed. But the only thing is, if you go to see, Declan Rice could also be a penalty taker as he has already done for West Ham. I'm not saying it was a wrong decision to remove Rice and get in Henderson and then again do the same thing. We saw if he can do it to Grealish, he can do it with anyone. So I don't think so. He was wrong on that part. It just I still don't have my head wrapped around it that why it needed to be done.
Chinmay, getting back to your season and rewards awards, I would say.
Uh, I'll go for a six-man team. Please forgive me, but I'll go for a six-man team. Donnarumma in goal, very close second Pickford. Uh, Harry Maguire and Chileni in the defense because rocks. Um, the one in between, controversial choice maybe, I don't know, but Pedri because he absolutely ran the show for Spain. He's the only reason Spain got where they were. Sorry to all these Spanish fans. And two up top, I don't think anybody's interested. I know Schick did very well. I know Ronaldo was, again, top scorer. But I'm not looking at stats. I'm looking at the way things were done. And Sterling and Chiesa up top for me. That would be a bullet team. That would actually win the Euros of all six-side tournaments. So I think that's my team. And my nation, everybody knows. I think by now everybody knows who I was supporting.
Ayush?
I don't have a team. I'll mention the players who I think were good. In goal, I think Donnarumma as
I think he
Azazza
has a
mentioned.
team. I don't know why he's not mentioning. I think he
Oh,
very
yeah,
openly
yeah.
has a team.
I'll give you. I'll give you all the
I want to
controversy you
I want
want.
to ask him, Ayush. We are all talking about penalty shootouts. Hi Ayush, how are you?
I'm good, Chinmay. Yeah, I have a team, but I can't
You
put
don't want to mention it right now.
only one name on it. I'll mention.
Who, Rabiot's mother?
No,
Who?
let's just continue. I think that in the goal, I would like Donnarumma or Jan Sommer. We are not mentioning him enough. He was amazing for Switzerland. He was amazing in the penalties as well. So I really liked him. In the defense, I like Dumfries, Chiellini, Bonucci, Sufal, Guardiol, Jordi Alba, Luke Shaw. All these players were amazing. So that's what I'm saying. I can't really put four players that will be there. In
Give me one player.
one player, I think one player would be Bonucci. In the midfield, I really like Pedri. Okay, yeah, Pedri is my midfield player, my one midfield player. In the front line, we had amazing performances by Patrick Schick, Cristiano Ronaldo, and I would like to mention Sterling. I don't like Sterling, but I'll say Sterling because he did perform well, and we didn't expect that from him. So yeah, I think I mentioned a lot of
And
names.
team, your nation.
Denmark. I love Denmark throughout the tournament. First, we saw the Eriksen's how Eriksen collapsed while during the match, and then we saw Denmark coming back. They lost to Finland, but they reached the semi-finals, and then there were. Come on, it was a controversial decision. I don't know what's right, if it should be a penalty or it should not be, but it was controversial, and there was a laser and everything. I think I
If
really
you
liked.
think it wasn't, if you think it wasn't a penalty, watch our previous episode. We
Yeah,
even laughed at Cavani a bit for that afterwards.
I think you keep forgetting that I have to edit it. So I do watch your episode.
Either,
Unfortunately, I have to watch them.
either way, let's move on.
Yeah,
Um,
that much
Puneet,
insight was enough for you.
So I would agree with Ayush. Like we didn't mention Jan Sommer. Everyone will just say, okay, he played against Spain. That is why he was brilliant only in that match. But you have to see throughout the tournament, he was brilliant as well. So only one I had to choose. It would either be Pickford or Sommer. But I think Sommer. And in defense, Shaw, Maguire, Chiellini, either of them. Either of them. If again I had to pick for a more attacking threat, Shaw. Midfield, I would say Jorginho, Chiesa all day round, and I don't think so anyone else. But obviously all of you mentioned Pedri. He Pedri and one more his teammate I would like to say is Daniel Olmo. I don't think so. He got the credit which he deserved because you see the group stages, you see the knockouts, he was always there. Yes, he missed the penalty, but if you see the whole tournament as we are speaking about it, I think Daniel Olmo was brilliant. And striker, I think there are so many. Sheikh, Ronaldo, Kane, when he need. I think Chinmay will agree with that. It's not only about goals. I mean, obviously, it is only about goals for strikers, but you could see him linking up play wherever needed, and he was always there. You saw the goal which England scored in the final as well. It was his switch, right? He gave it to
Yeah, he
Trippier.
switched it.
He was there. Yes, people criticize for that reason also, that why is he dropping and not in the box. But I think Kane was still brilliant.
I think two names more I also forgot were De Bruyne and Højbjerg. They were also amazing throughout the tournament. And I would also like to point out I mentioned so many names and I didn't even say one Chelsea player. So now you can remove the bias tag from me. I'm a very
You're
neutral.
wearing the Chelsea jersey as we speak.
I can wear a Chelsea jersey. Vinith is wearing a Chelsea jersey. What's
Yeah,
your
but
point?
he's shown some bias and he's
He just
You
mentioned
don't
Jorginho.
agree?
Jorginho was good. Good. Shut up.
You don't agree with Jorginho?
Vidip,
Shut
I
up.
do.
He was there in
Yeah.
the team of the season, right? He was there team of the season for a
Vidip, you
reason.
want to see bias? You want to see bias, Vidip? Just mention that guy who keeps on smiling. Just mention that guy, and you see how our Ballon d'Or
Yeah, let's
talks
not
have
talk
come.
about Kante now. Shut up. And
You see, he knows him. He loves him.
See,
He worships
I
him.
think
Worships him the whole day.
Kante's Ballon d'Or shout is ironic more than actually going for it. It's like
Oh, and
England
Jorginho's
fans
not.
saying,
And
yeah,
no,
Jorginho's
it's
not.
like more England
Jorginho
fans
is
saying it's
even more
coming
ironic.
home. That is ironic, right? It's coming
No,
home. That is
no,
ironic.
because
So you're
because
really every
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
really
Good
every
with
season it's coming home.
we at least hope. I mean, why are you even hoping for Kante? Why are you even, how
It's
is there
not
hope for
about hope.
Kante?
It's just being
we are
ironic.
not hoping
It's
for
being
Kante.
See,
ironic.
Kante.
Messi's over there winning Copa America,
Yeah, it's being
No,
and
no,
ironic.
listen,
We
listen,
know that
listen.
Messi is the
Clip this,
11th of
clip this,
season,
clip
but
this, clip
nobody is
this.
naming
Vinny,
Kante like, okay, no, he needs to go. That is
Vinny,
what many Chelsea
yeah,
fans were,
listen,
okay,
listen.
chalo, now that Jorginho won, let's give Jorginho the shout. It's being ironic, and I
Clip
don't think
this.
so.
See,
Okay,
A
see,
clip
proper
this.
push.
Chinmay,
Harry Kane has a bigger shout because he was top of Premier League scoring, top
He
of Premier
was,
League
he is the
assists,
bigger
and
shout. No one is
yeah,
denying the fact. That's what I'm saying. It's ironic.
no,
It's
no,
not
Chinmay,
your fan
actually
wait
base
a
is
pushing for
second.
denying it.
Kante.
Your fan base is denying it.
We are
Wait a
not
second.
actually,
Wait a
we
second.
are not actually
Vidip,
pushing for Kante. It's just funny
yeah.
that we can name Kante as a Ballon d'Or shout.
even
It's just a
Vidip,
Jorginho.
funny thing. It's
Why are you?
ironic. Jorginho Kante are just
Chinmay.
ironic.
Neither of us actually believe that Kante or Jorginho or any other Chelsea player deserves the Ballon d'Or.
That's
But
what you're
we will
saying on
shout for
camera.
them.
That's
But
what you're saying
yeah,
on
but
camera.
no. Ask Vidip
It's
also
like, no,
off camera. Also,
seriously.
I'm saying the same thing.
England,
But
the best
if I
example I
have to
could give
vote,
was of England. It's
yeah,
coming home is
yeah.
ironic and not as
It's
such.
not
Or you can say
ironic.
City.
It's a different
We are
feeling.
not your cities. We are not your banner. It's the thing. It's ironic, not actually that you're
Actually,
there.
all I have to say is that if a certain goal-scoring centre back can't win the Ballon d'Or, a non-scoring defensive midfielder won't.
You can
Vidip,
name the certain
Vidip,
thing,
Yeah,
one
you
thing.
can name it.
calm
Yeah,
down,
it's okay.
calm
And
down.
I name him enough, so it's fine.
bias. Yeah, you see
Yeah,
bias.
I'm,
Okay,
At
I'm
least
happy he's out there in Austria
okay. You
training
can
for
In
the
the
okay.
in the
next
team
Anyone
of the
any
season,
anyone watching this video, you can at least be assured that I will never use any bias because none of my players perform to that ability. So it's never a shout for me. I mean, Bruno Fernandes does, but I will never shout for Ballon d'Or. That's called
you know what?
not being biased. That's called an actual fan. Support
and
Man
he's
United.
just
Have a good
second,
life.
right behind Messi. I think that proves enough for you.
What?
What?
Didn't Van Dijk finish second
Yeah,
behind Messi?
we are not
So
talking about that. Yes, shut up. It's
who's
previous
talking about
that.
Van Dijk?
They're
Who's
just
talking?
going. This is
Why
I,
is he talking about that?
this
I
is
mean,
why I have
this is
problem with
about the
this.
Euros, and we're talking about a player who didn't even like play in the Euros. And if he would have played, he would have seen his team go out to Czech Republic. So come on,
To
why are
be
you
fair,
talking
he
about?
wouldn't have gone out to Czech Republic if Van
Yeah, they
Dijk.
would have gotten a group stages. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, we can't go mention Van Dijk because he was neither in the Premier League season or in the Euros. So let's just stop that shouts. And
please.
we
Saga,
will
are
back
we not going to
team.
talk about Netherlands manager? I think everyone has already talked about him,
We have to talk about him. He got sacked already, didn't he?
Yeah.
Best
it was,
manager in history
it was
according to
funny
Jose
that
Mourinho.
yes, he performed well in the group stage, but I think it was mainly to the group, the teams they had. No disrespect to the teams, but
Yeah.
the moment you saw a tough team come, you saw
By the
it.
way, thank you for asking me my top players, and I will, because of your request, answer the question. My keeper of the tournament would be Jan Sommer because he's been brilliant, like Ayush and Vineet have said. My defender would be Spinazzola because before he came, I think he was, one of the top defenders. Along with him, Dumfries from my main
Netherlands.
centre backs nation.
What?
Then
What? Bias. Talk about bias.
Then talking about midfield, I'd go for Federico Chiesa. and Emil Højbjerg. Then strike would be Patrick Schick and no one else. And my nation of the tournament would be Hungary.
Oh wait. Oh, you have to give your nation of the tournament, or you have to give your favorite nation?
Nation of the
You're not giving a
tournament.
favorite nation of the tournament. The one you love, who you love the most throughout the tournament. Like
Well,
Oh,
Videep is very bravely saying Hungary now, but when I mentioned
yeah.
in
I mean,
the
exactly. I
suggestion,
mean, I have to just bring this back to when one certain person said Hungary will perform.
yeah,
Everybody laughed on him, and
I mean,
everybody.
get lost.
yeah, that was the pre-tournament, and
I
I
told you
always
all the Hungary will surprise, but when you are laughing at like what
Hey,
con-
Ayush, even you were that surprised when Hungary performed that well. Okay.
and
But he,
I think
I
the
said that
first
he
Hungary will get
actually
to
said
the round
Hungary,
of
right? He
16.
actually said Hungary.
no,
Yeah,
I think first Fanspire live. I think even I said that if Hungary get a point here or there, it would
But
be
in
really
your
tough.
episode, which was recorded earlier, I think
Yes,
Ayush mentioned
that was
it.
different.
that time
The
Ayush
only
was
the only
That is
thing he said
so,
the
ladies
only
and gentlemen, this proves if you ever want to make a prediction, go on two shows, you will be right
yeah.
somewhere.
You
You will be
end up
right.
making the right prediction somewhere.
You will be
Yeah,
right
but
Somewhere.
don't
somewhere.
forget,
You,
don't
you
forget
look
to
at me.
follow both. Don't
You
forget
look
to
at me.
follow both the
I
channels.
have been stat padding this whole tournament. One place I've been saying this team is going to lose. The other place I've been saying this team will win. And then as soon as it happens, I'm always sending links and saying, yeah, I said this
Yes,
would happen.
I've received so many links from Chinmay. One link from the Fanspire video, link from our video, saying that I'm always right. You should always get me. You get more views, etc., etc. And I don't deny that, Chinmay. Great.
This is not the place to
What's
uh,
wrong with you?
It will be
And
edited. It will be edited.
and that's why all the viewers need to subscribe to both of the channels.
please
Otherwise, we
do
won't
so.
be able to
Please do
continue
so.
doing this shit.
We are
Yeah.
Yeah.
we are here begging.
Otherwise,
The
Chinmay
Euros is
gets
over.
he gets more sad thing about England losing
The
that
Euros
rather
is
than
over. The Premier League is going to begin. The Serie A, La Liga, Champions League, everything's coming. And Jadon Sancho is coming to United. So please
Oh,
subscribe and
yeah,
stand by.
yeah.
yeah, please
But
subscribe.
actually, we had to talk about something more serious. We had to talk about Chinmay's background over there because it actually speaks so much. I mean, I'm not being
Yeah.
ironic.
My
I'm not.
background. I thought you were talking about family background there. Okay. Yeah. I was I was a little scared there. I mean, what information did you come across?
But it's actually so sad that such a forward-thinking nation can actually get so caught up on these youngsters actually proving it up on the big stage and one moment, one mistake, and there's so much criticism, so much racism. I can't even believe we're talking about racism in this day and age. And Chinmay, I mean, I'm talking about something very serious. Stop admiring your
No, I'm
background.
not. No, listen. No, I'm not. I'm admiring
No,
my background because I think it is the
one
best
thing
piece
I
of art.
would deny,
It is the
I
best
mean,
piece. Listen, before anyone starts, I want to say just before anyone starts, I'm admiring it because have a look at what I've put up. This is amazing. The three lions, three shadows, and three lions, and that is what they are. If you're playing for a national team, I'm sorry, we need to cut you off, but I just one line that if you are playing for England, yeah, and if you miss a penalty, if you score a penalty, it doesn't matter. You're always together. Vinny, you can go ahead.
yeah, I 100% agree with Chinmay because you need to have the guts to, even get selected in the team first of all, and then again taking a penalty in the final as well. But one thing, Vidip, I was going to say this, I deny the fact that they're a forward-looking country as such. I mean, yes, they are good in many of their aspects, but we see not only them, but you see so many instances happening every day, every day. And I think Priyanka had shared a fact with me that when England matches were going on, there was the rise of domestic abuses was there, whether the England win or they don't win, either way. So yes, it
Yeah.
is a particular section of English people, but it affects the whole country as a whole. We saw Rashford beautiful message, which he came out and gave, obviously on social media. But you can even say that before this, it has been happening, not only because of the finals. And I think obviously playing for a country like England, you need to be together, but at the same time, the fans need to learn as well. We saw everyone criticizing they were using lasers, there was a football on the pitch and they were celebrating and whatnot. But more than that, I think what Chinmay pointed out, that the whole team is together. I think the whole country is together, apart from a particular section which really needs to learn a lot.
We have to appreciate England here. They have come so far. There's amazing chemistry between them. We have seen in the past that England didn't really have that kind of chemistry between their players, and there were major problems. They have come so far. Southgate has done so much for the team, and we are doing all the banter against England, but everyone is worried what is going to happen next year in the World Cup, because England is has an amazing team, and it's only going to get better next year. Mount 22,
And it's
Saka
not only
19.
next year,
Yeah,
even the upcoming Euros.
because
I,
England.
England will win something in this decade, and I'm pretty sure because of the team we had, team we had, this
the
tournament.
only thing is, no, I mean, yes, we tout them as one of the favorites to win at least in the decade, like you said, but we could have done the same with the previous golden generation, as we say, with Beckham, Scholes, Lampard,
They never
and
went to a final.
John Terry,
They
everyone.
never went to a final. In 2008
Exactly.
Euros, they did not qualify for the 2008 Euros. They did not in 2010. In Germany, ghost goal Lampard, whatever. 2012 penalty shootout. 2014, don't even ask. We finished what, fourth in the group of death, and 16 was break.
No, exactly. So we can say that they are
Progress
this England
semis,
generation is
finals.
favorite.
You know,
Because personally the team is superb. Only thing what I feared even before the Euros, and I was partially proved wrong, was whether Southgate is the guy to do that. Because, but Chinmay, each every episode I have to give you that, and I agree with what you have said every episode, that regardless of whether he's tactically unsound or sound, the way he has brought the team together is something else.
yeah.
And I had to give Southgate that benefit.
And I think people, you're just talking about racial abuse. I'm sorry, I know we are very close to ending this. Quite a long chat we had today, but I just want to point out the behavior of some English fans, that they've gone out and beaten up Italian fans. They've hit women, they've hit men. They've. I think someone was stabbed. I think Sid was the one who gave me information on that, and um, it's just sad. It's just sad, and it was a joke which was forwarded to me, but it is actually truth. Okay, and this is inter sports actually, but Wimbledon is the way that England want to show the world how they want to be, and football is actually how they actually are. And I think as soon as the final whistle went, I'm not even joking, because I've lived there, right? I know, and I because of the drama, because of getting to the final, I think as soon as the final whistle went, I thought it's the start. Now people will start getting killed or hit, and it did happen. We've seen so many videos of people getting hit. One guy was you know slapped and thrown on the floor and beaten up, and by 5 to 6 people. Pretty bad. The behavior of the fans should change. And if you do that, you're not a fan. If you do that, just sit at home. You don't deserve to support a team. You don't deserve to watch the match, and you should just sleep. You don't deserve to be a fan if you're doing that. I just feel bad for the Italians who had to see this, and I feel bad for the English fan base. I will speak for the English fan base. I'm sorry, but I have to say sorry to the English fan base and to the world, and I have to tell the world that please shut up if you're blaming the English fan base, because not everyone is like that. One rotten apple should not define the whole bunch. Some stupid people are there. I hope they will be shut up quite soon enough.
And I think it's always there for every country, not only England. We see few Italian fans as well doing that. We see few French fans doing that. But England, you can say, have done it consistently, which is not a good thing to be consistent in. Okay, it's not a
That's
good
true.
thing to
Yeah.
be consistent in, because we see EPL, one of the most viewed tournaments in the club football, and we see it every match day. What happens? Match day, even if you lose one match, the player suffers. He mentioned Rashford and all; they suffered it in even in the season. You lose one league game, and they happen to be suffering from something else. And I don't think so. Like how, like he said correctly, no, few rotten apples don't define the whole fan base, but everyone is associating them with the whole English fan base, which is unfortunate. And see, not only English fans, but something needs to improve in football in general as well.
You can't really blame people who are calling out the England fans, because as you said, that one rotten apple doesn't define the whole group. But when you see a rotten apple at some place, you don't go back to that place, right? You get an image. And I think that one rotten apple either needs to be kicked out, or there should be something done about it.
But I think this has actually brought all of this that's been happening for years, in fact, to light, because previously I don't think people were that much aware. Of course, we also had like the campaigns that the Premier League itself started against racism, and it doesn't seem to be in effect like a year
People,
later.
Priyanka, people are booing. English fans are booing. England players taking the knee. What could be more
Forget
shameful?
about that. They are booing
Exactly.
other
And the
national
sport
anthems.
is
They are booing
supposed to
other
bring
national
Yeah,
people
anthems.
together. It's supposed to unite people. It's supposed to be competition just for the minutes that you are on the pitch. But I think it's been going out of hand, and it creates a kind of toxic environment for the fan base and around the sport.
You support England, Priyanka, and it is a toxic fan base. It is a toxic environment, and that is what happens if you support England. And if you support England, you have guts because you have to take the heartbreak. You have to take. It has only been heartbreak for England,
I don't
but
think it's
if
only with England,
no,
honestly.
no,
I
no,
think
no, no, it is
it's
with England.
with
I
them
have to tell
all
you,
in
no, no. I
general.
speak from experience. Fans are good, fans are bad, but England takes it to a different level, and you
hmm.
have to agree. England takes it to a different level. If they win, some are funny but annoying, and some are deluded. And then you look at bad, and if something bad happens, we've been looking at I'm just happy there are no big murders or something, because I'm sorry, but that is something England fans are capable of. So I'm just happy. I'm not happy actually. I'm sad that people are beating people around. I'm sad that people are beating.
It shouldn't even be spoken of like
Exactly.
murders
The
happening
Italians,
because of a football
the
game. That's
Italians should,
something that should
the
not be
Italians should
talked
be
about.
able to celebrate happily, walk out of Wembley and celebrate happily.
I
Just I
think on that serious note, we should really end it for this video. It's been a long one. If either of our Fanspire guests want to end it for us, y'all are very welcome to.
Okay. Really glad that you could have me and Vineet on the show again. Obviously, always a pleasure to come on to this channel, and of course, we love having you guys there as well. So yeah, thanks for having us again today. It was a great time.
we, we,
Vineet, do you
we
want to
will
add?
yeah, we will be going live on Fanspire tomorrow.
This will be after the. I mean,
Yeah,
our video will be out after we go live.
Cut, cut.
On that note, goodbye to all of you. We've had Vineet and Priyanka from the Fanspire, and Chinmay, Ayush, and I are always here. We're always around.
yeah,
And
but just Pradeep kicks me out
and
sometimes.
just before it ends, if this is the final thing which is said in this episode, it's coming home, lads. 2022. Here we go again. Here we go again. It's coming
Yeah,
home.
let's go.
it's you
2020.
can keep wishing United for the Champions League and whatnot, but keep hoping, keep dreaming, and we love bantering you. We love having you. Thank you for being around, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.